my body. So I want to make sure I got enough wood when I shift my body. I got just enough pivot on my right and left side. And now I'm going to go through it and take the bottom one more time. Again, I'm going to do it slow because I'm dancing with him. Notice I'm not going forward. I'm just shifting to my right, to my left, and I'm changing my hand weapons. And everything is all rhythm. Everything is all rhythm. Look at my hand. Mea Kaua, right? The difference with this, the way we do it in this art, in this lure, and then I'm going for the bone again. But when I turn my weapon, I'm going to turn my hand like that. If my hand is locked like this and I try to turn, I'm going to have a problem trying to line this up. But I want to make sure my hand is turning. So in other words, when I make a trap on his hand like this, and I want to turn his hand that way, like this, the bottom goes on the bottom comes this way, the top goes that way, so I can have the setup on a figure four, let's say. But look at my hand is turning like that so I can re-grip. So you guys get an idea. So in other words, when I'm saying this one here, again, as he come in, watch my left side, I'm going to hit. Watch my hand come in full speed. Full speed. I want to make sure my left side is out and my hand is right there. So I want to relax. So as he come in, watch my left side, my left leg step out, and I'm not going to throw him way the hell down here. I'm going to see just enough so I can make my hit. Watch my lay on my weapon. I lay him right in there. Now I'm going to start adjusting my hand. First I'm going to leave him like this, and I'm going to come up. Here's my lock and turn. It's happening right now. I don't want to come too far here, otherwise I'm going to lose him. I want to stay inside of his wrist area, just enough where I can turn him. Going to have some guys, if you lasso him up here, you're going to have a hard time. You want to make sure when you make the hit on his hand, you measure that just enough so you can get down there. So no matter how big the guy is, the skinnier the better. But a stocky guy like this, if I got him too high, I'm going to hit the flesh, and I won't be able to get in there. So I want to make sure I get the hit and set my move in just like that, but I'm not going to spear him like this. I'm going to hit without looking. I'm going to lay my hand because I already got him. So now when I change my hand position, some of you guys, jiu-jitsu grabbing techniques are designed the same way as us, except we using Mea Kaua. Now, Ramsey had made some remarks about biting. Also, Moro, some of the other guys, has used the word bite instead of with Pedro has used this. The flashback is where the mano or the shark is biting. And my heel of my hand is pushing the guy down. My fingers is biting. So I'm doing two techniques with one hand. But this is important because I want to set this guy up. So when I set him up, this is I'm going to go with this technique, and you guys got this already. So the elbow is going to bend. So now that leaves me room right in the ribs. So what I'm going to do is trap the guys, pound this guy. If you can trap him down here, then I'm going to go for his eyes if I knock the weapons down. So what I'm going to do is just kind of work on this technique, shift his hand just a little bit so that now I'm over like that. Now I make my bite. So as I make my bite, I want to stand him up just to fit my shoulder. So now when I grab this hand, once I bend, you see the elbow is bending. I want to take my weapon and slide right in there and hit him. Although you want to put my heel of my hand somewhere around there. And I'm biting just like that. But my thumb is coming on the bottom. But I'm turning my bite over like I'm doing this. So when the knife comes, I want to step to the side, but my hand slides up. One more time, come on, this side. What's my check hand? See, it slides up. I gotta make sure I get my body out of the way, otherwise I'm gonna get hit. So what I'm doing, I'm biting with my hand like that. But I'm turning the hand over like that. Once I make my bite, I'm turning them over like that. But I'm not doing this. Again, this is important. Need to bust that hand. But watch my wrist. Okay, one more time. Watch my hand. I'm not going here. I'm going right over there. That's enough mana burning into this man's wrist. And once I bite him, I want to turn him over. Now watch my makapahoa. Once I hit, I'm going to lay my makapahoa in there. And I'm making my bite. So I'm going to do a short turnaround. All I'm going to do is turn, and I want to get him down to the ground right in front of Alohi. You see that? So I'm sitting down, so now I'm going to grab him up. If he ain't got no hair, then I'm going to stick my hand into his fingers and bring him up. You know, I want to go with an empty hand versus this, because I've seen Pedro and I've seen James Morrow using some of the wrist work, whatever they was calling them, but I want to go to some of the animals I use when I use a knife against my open hand. But I'm using this for the time being. But again, I stress a lot in wrapping this in my eyes is always on my opponent. So I'm going to chop the hand. This time I'm going to make a shallow turn. In other words, I chop them like this. I get in here. I quickly turn my hand as I'm coming up. So as I trap his hand, as I'm coming up, I'm bringing his hand up, but I'm turning my hand at the same time so I don't lose too much time. What I'm going to do is grab his fingers, make my hit. I'm going to turn his hand, I'm going to grab his fingers. Look at his fingers here. I want to turn them down. There's no technique on the wrist. But the technique is, look how close I got his hand on his shoulder area. What's your face? I'm going to hit the hand out. As I hit him up with my wrist, then my makapoho is going to go for the face. Okay, what I want to do is take him down. So as he come in, I make my step, I make my palm, make my trap. Quickly, I'm making my bite. I turn his hand up right from here. I grab into his hand. I pull him up, but I'm pulling his hand down like that. I'm not taking him that way, but I'm circling my hand and his body just like that. I don't want to take him down until I make my hit. So when I take him down, give me a hit. So I got my weapon in his eyes. I'm going to bring you to me. Where's your eyes? Look where I'm taking him down. But I'm taking my makapoa and I'm driving him right into his eyes. My strings are longer than the boys that I train up here, the other little guys. I like them big so that I can strangle the guys and throw hikuas or throw it on the guys. Okay, this is the never club. This is the pahi. The ihi, I use both hands. And the ka'ani, the strangling club. We're going to come with the ka'ani last. Again, you notice I'm always busting the finger. So all I know how to do is bust fingers. If I can take the fingers off, I got it made. Earlier, Ranger was saying something about taking the hands out, taking the papa out, and then keeping the waini, right? Keeping the woman last. So we do the same idea as our people know. And again, I want to bust, but I'm making a bite with my left hand, but I'm looking at him because I got 5 techniques coming from this. In case he retaliate with that punch, I'm going to move up and do another technique. But for now, this is the Eevee. We use this as knives. So we put our hand in the center and we play with this. So this is what the Eevee. I don't know what the Japanese arts got this, huh? Brother. The what? Yeah. The only thing we got 2 points at the end.
Yeah.
You know. Okay.
He used to call it Yoaras too.
Yeah, Yoaras, what I remember. Okay, again, he comes in. I'm still blocking. I'm still slamming my hand on the guy. I'm going to go with a simple one. I'm going to drive my weapon. Everybody, the guys that don't know this, make sure your hand is at the end when you do the spike in the back. We don't want this. This is the right way, but I don't want nobody to get hurt. Make sure the kids, Matt, make sure the kids handle this that way. Watch when I'm driving. I'm going to put his head down just so because I want to hit him in his head. I'm hitting his eyes and his face. But I'm going to come in the back and pick this up. But when I'm coming like this, but I'm going through and I'm hitting him with my wrist, right in front of his eyes. As soon as I hit him, my hand comes in the back. So I'm hitting him twice. First I'm going to poke him, and I don't want him to get out of the game. I want to make sure I can do some damage on the guy, make the catch, but I go through him as I hit him. As soon as I get in the back, I'm going to stay close to his chest so I can get in the back to make a hole. I'm going to go to 9 o'clock as he come in. But watch my left hand going to open him up. I'm going to bust this, my left hand going to open him up. Now I'm going to bring his head with my weapon down to me. What I'm doing with his hand, I'm driving the elbow straight back. I'm bringing his head down so I can drive the weapon, his elbow straight back. I'm going to lay my weapon right in between here. My forearm, I'm going to be locking that if I can. If not, I give me enough room, and I'm going to push my hand this way and my poho that way. What I want to do is just turn him over, take him down. I want to get the weapon ready to stab. It's okay, huh? The word stab, right? Mama. Okay, I'm going to hit. I'm going to open him up. Watch when I come this way, I'm hitting Jeff with the back of my hand. But look at where I'm bringing my weapon. So I'm hitting with my fist, my back of my fist, but I'm turning the weapon to me. So when I make my block, I shove his hand straight back so the weapon is not in the way and his arm is not in the way. Now once I bring his head down to me, I dip my weapon just in place so I can grab hold of this. It's my never, the club side, I'm turning them over. It's my pahi, I'm bringing them back to olohe. The pahi is this end, the never, the club is on that end. I'm throwing the club toward the door, and I'm bringing the pahi toward olohe. So the moment I turn Jeff, I bring my weapon down, now I'm set. You're blind side. As I make my hit, I set them up, grab quickly my weapon, so I set them up for different techniques. But I'm going to change my body, change leg. I'm going to turn him around. So when Alohi takes him down, I'm going to take him down just a little bit quick, right? Without showing me, just follow Alohi. Can you see that? Get back up. Watch my pahi side. Okay, back this way. Watch my pahi side. What's my pahi side? I'm stabbing them just before you get to the ground. Ka'ane, huh? Everybody. Okay. Normally it's the point. The original we normally use with the point, and we don't use this here in case somebody get hurt. Again, the way I handle this is short like that. Some of the boys over here, they go long and they tie their hand like that. I'm going to moko with this. I'm going to kui with this, kui with that. I'm going to pound. I'm going to do some poi, but I'm going to box with this. So that's what makes us a little different from the other lure guys. And not saying we're better, but we need more different weapons to fight. You know, I always ask sometimes why the Kaivalo lure is a little different. Moko, I'm going to have my leg ready. As you come in, my hand will open up. Now you see the measurement? Stretch the hand out. Move over. You see my measurement? If I had started like this, I won't be able to come back, but I can come out. So I get just enough movements, so when I slide up, I got just enough movement so that I can bring him in. So I'm not overshooting my kani or my straddling cord. So it's just about right for Alohi. So once you guys get used to that, you stretch this out, make the palm stretch up. Now I open them up again, now I'm gonna punch. When I hit this guy, I'm gonna hit him right in the corner of his jaw with this knuckle. I want to dislocate that jaw if I can, if I'm lucky. So I'm going to hit this and turn that jaw. But this part of my hand, which is part of the maka ho'o, I'm going to bring him in. I'll bring him in like that. And I'm going to bring him down to my chest level so that I don't have to lift up any higher. I don't want to lift up like that. So just enough so I can go over like that. So now, between behind his neck, this is all I got. So all I need is this. So once you guys get enough rope and not too much, if you got too much, turn around. You're going to end up like that. But if you got just enough, even though it's short, look how much from my left. This is my left. This is my right. Look how much. Once I turn my hands across, without stretching them, I'm not tightening his neck up. But my hands are going to go into a vertical position instead of like that. Once I get into a vertical position, the thing already tightening up. Doing the same technique, except this time I'm going to come up front. I make my same block and I hope I can pound that hand and get that weapon away. You guys see that? So I'm going to come in here. Watch when I come, I'm not going to do this. I want to do this first. This way I got him set up for another technique and not what I want to do now. So I'm going to go and bring him down. I'm going to change my hand, change my leg, and bring the rope over like that. Now I got his back, his chest, whatever, against my back. He's going to end up facing up. The thing is, I need to turn him over. Watch my right hand. I'm going to push like that. What's turning him over is that burning of the rope. Get back again. If you guys can work on that, and the timing is, when he goes over, and I'm going to use the word now. Once I bring him over, the word now, I need to rip him just before he gets to the ground. So what I'm doing, taking him down, on the right side, this side is going to pull. You see that? Look at my left side, I'm staying right in place while I turn him over. See what I'm doing with his jaw? So I'm turning his jaw when I turn that. And that's what's burning him and helping me turn him over. Now I'm on top of him. One more time. All of this is timing, rhythm. You stepping forward with a stand-up motion. Right hand go over the heart, put your right hand over the heart. Saluting our flag, which is our American flag. Left hand with the right hand. The wrists got to be over each other. So the palm facing like that and the palm facing in your heart. The left palm facing alohi is giving, you want to give this person up front the respect while we saluting the flag. Keep your high leg, don't drop your stance. Right leg step forward, don't drop your stance. Now we're walking into an area where we know we're going to have some problems. Leave the hands at your heart, with the right hand over your right wrist. You're going to shuffle, you're going to step forward with your left leg like you're going to a popoke stance, a cat stance. Step. So make sure all of your weight is in the back leg and not on the left leg. Get the heel up a little high, don't keep the heel down. Remember, the palm of your hand got to be facing up front, so when I do a bear hit, it's facing up front. If your hand is like that, this is wrong. It's got to be facing like that. But if the left hand that's facing up front is sideways, then that animal is wrong. It's got to be like that. It's got to be like this. It's got to be like that. So you guys know when I start making correction on the DVD, you can see the mistake. And make sure you guys spell them a cough. And not like this, but open them up. Hold them there now. Left leg step back, push your hands forward. Keep your body straight up. Left leg step back. Put your hands forward. Flat-footed in the back. Right foot should be flat-footed. Knees got to be bent up front. Keep your hands out. Your right leg step back, even with the left. Keep your hands out. Open up the hand. Palms facing up. Crossing each other. Crossing each other. So the hand that was in the back should be on top. That hand that was up front should be on the bottom. Drive that elbow straight back into your rib, all the way back, and palm push down to the ground. Okay, now I'm going to change or adjust some stance. Ready? Right hand over the heart, saluting our country and our flag. Left hand over the right hand, saluting the instructor that is teaching, no matter if it's a young boy or a young child, teaching with no rank, you give him the same respect. As you guys know, the lawyer had never used his rank when I'm teaching a seminar. Because I want to be equal to the student that is there. Left leg, step forward, hold the hands right in spot. Make sure your wrist, your mahi-mahi is tail guiding each other. This is the tail of the mahi-mahi, your wrist. The two mahi-mahis are going to be together. They cannot be touching each other like that, and you got this. Okay, hold it there. Knees got to be bent. You're going to show challenge and dignity, and now you're walking right into the guy. Popoke stance, push it forward, hold them there. Push your hands forward. You're showing weapons leg 50%, weapons hand 50%. You're stepping back with the left foot, but keep your hands out. Step back, body straight up, foot flat, keep your hands extended out. You're keeping your eye on your home, your security, or your kids, or your family to make sure nobody come in place to mess around. Again, you got 50% hand weapons, 50% leg weapons. You're going to step back with the right leg, even with the left, standing straight up, overlap the hand, showing love, humbleness, and everything good. Bring them back. Okay, that's the meaning of it. Okay, now we're going to do the limo. Hold them there. Now you look in between your hands. Now you're going to come back, so the guy's going to grab you. Your right hand that is in the back is going to grab his hand and bring him down, but your hand has to be like that. Ready? Down. Okay, hold it there. Your hand that is in back, the hand that is back, your right hand, should be like that. And all your weight is on the right side now, and your left leg is extended out. Left hand should be extended out. Now we're going to go back to the same place with the same hand, left hand out, right hand pointing straight ahead. Step. Hold them there. So third move, we're going to move and we're going to trap the guy. This is hand techniques, like Ramsey was showing earlier today. So make sure, hold it there. Left hand is high, Kenneth. Left hand is high. Right hand is down. Hold him there. Next move, cover. Hold it there. Hold it there. Make sure the right hand is not bent. Bring the right hand close to your rib. Next move, step. Push. Notice the elbows is in, the heel of the hand is not close, but enough to still hold in between, and the hands is bent out. Put your weight on the right leg. Right knee got to be bent, left leg got to be straight. Stay like that. Don't move yet. Remember, 12 o'clock is on your left. 3 o'clock is on your right. So get your weapon in at 3 o'clock and not between 3 and 4 o'clock. Next move. Cover. Okay, one more time. Right leg forward. Here's the lowly step I was showing early, the change step. But don't step forward to make the change step. Don't step back. But give me a change step so your rear hand is sitting right in the same spot. If my rear hand is sitting here, I want to change step, but my rear hand is still sitting, so when I turn, I'm going to cover myself. Ready? Lowly. Cover. Hold it there. Now you're between 8 o'clock and 7. Left hand straight up, tuck your thumb. Right hand stay down there. Just tuck each other. Remember we was like this earlier? Now we're like that. Left hand on top. Okay, get ready. You're going to cover. Ready? Step. Okay, one more time. Go back again. It's going to be a lowly step with both of your legs. Ready? Cover. Okay, one more time. Keep your knees bent the same way. It's a right leg back crossover. It's going to be almost like a spinning cross. Keep the right leg back so that when you turn, you face it that way. Go. Hold it there now. You know that your stance is about almost 80% with the hanging bow stance. What's the hand movements again? Step. Cover. Now we're going to close. Down. Okay, one more time. So station.